All right, let me wind it up a little bit. Here we go. Hi everybody, Jim from County Corvette. I have here today a 1974 Corvette Coupe with 17,411 original documented miles. This car came to us recently. It's a car that we've serviced for some time. It's a two-owner documented car. We've serviced it now for probably, I'd say about 8 or so years. Don't quote me on that because I have a lot of service records from the first owner and then the second owner. It is just a remarkable car. Now, just in a nutshell, it has been repainted, but it was a high quality repaint back in, I think it was like 07, 08, down in Georgia, I believe. The original owner was from Delaware, and I have all this paper trail documented. It's really cool. I have the NCRS document that shows the original dealer in Chester, and then I have the paperwork from New Car Chevrolet. I have the intake form from New Car Chevrolet showing it, 22874 was delivered there. And I also have on this car statements of mileage. I have not a sworn statement, but an outline signed by the original owner, 9/22 of 13. It had 10,289 miles. So it's a real deal car, and it does check out. The interior in this car is just super beautifully preserved. Things like how the power windows operate, boom, up and down. Anyway, it's unequivocally the real deal, but it did have a repaint. It's a quality repaint. Is it concourse like we would do on a restored 67? No, but it's pretty good and was done long enough ago to show me that it was properly done. It was stripped and done a base coat, clear coat, and done well. So it's more than a driver paint job, but it's something in between a driver paint job and a high-end concourse. The car is extremely well optioned. I have the original window sticker. I have another build sheet that was probably under the dash, and there's a tank sticker. We pulled the tank, documented it. It's in nice shape. It didn't really want to come off, so we just left it on there, put some lamination over it, taped it all down, put it back up. We photographed all that, but that's really good paper. I've got 3 pieces of original paperwork on this car. It's a power window, AC, power brakes, power steering, tilt telly, AM, FM radio. Now, it does have a custom auto sound, but I have the original radio that accompanies the car. So we've gone through the car. Like I said, we maintained it. It really didn't need much. I have a very short list of things here. We did our operations check. The alternator was overcharging a little bit, so that's the original alternator of the car. We've sent that out. That's going to go with the car. This is just a replacement shop service replacement we have on there right now. But it's just rare that you see these cars, and the more I look at it, the more I like it. I haven't seen a good 74 like this in really some time. I don't know if I mentioned it does have a Protecto, a warranty booklet. Now, I don't think that they offered the Protecto plate after 72. I'm not sure, but I do have that, and that's it. It's just really just a car with integrity. So we're going to take it for a test drive and see how it feels. Okay, we got 17,411 miles. Put the windows up here. It's a little cool today. As I said earlier, the windows are always a good indicator of real mileage, and these things work flawlessly. There's just no question of the mileage on this car. This interior is bone original. Carpets, door panels, seat covers, all original, all in beautiful shape. I can also say that this car never spent a day outside in the rain. The T-top panels are absolutely perfect, no sagging. It has the original T-top seals on it as well. I don't know if I mentioned that. This is a car with a lot of original integrity. Now, who's to say what the original white paint looked like? I can't speak to that. But it's an honest car in every other measure. gauges work correctly. It's got the original clock movement in it. Brakes feel great on this thing. Transmission shifts really nice and smooth. It's a real treat to find cars like this. You know, 74, it was a gas crunch car, but all the cars throughout the 70s, you know, obviously not early 70s, but the LT1s and such, you know, by 73, 74, they were pretty well detuned. I think the only real high horsepower car in 74 was the Super Duty Trans Am, and that was the last of the muscle cars until the mid 80s. But this is not a performance driver. This is just a cruiser. This car really deserves to go to somebody who's going to continue to preserve it. It really and truly deserves that. So let's hope. Oh, look, the clock stopped moving. There we go. Yeah, it's a magnetic movement. They do that. Now we disconnect the batteries in our facility overnight. I rehooked it. It's working fine now, but I wouldn't make any appointments based on how that thing works. Yeah, it goes down the road nice. This era, 73 all the way up to 82, they were going more towards, I'm not going to say luxury, but just nicer, smoother driving cars. And this one does in fact drive nice. The radials were an option that year, of which this had. It's a really beautifully optioned car. This car is all about originality, and if it were an original paint car, it would be worth probably, well, if it were a flawless original paint, and I use that term loosely because they were highly flawed from the factory, but if it had a super well preserved factory paint job on it, it would probably be worth 20% more, something in that ballpark. But the car's got great value. It's just an honest car, and you don't see them much out there. It's all original window glass. I'm sure I'm going to miss things that I'll get some feedback on, and that's okay. I like this car the more I look at it, and now that I've driven it, I like it even more. The type of buyer for this car is going to be unique, because you're going to want to preserve its integrity, which is really its condition and mileage. So it's not a car you want to really rack up mileage. Now the second owner did put, I guess, around 6,000 or so miles on it in, I think, about 13 years or so, which was significantly more than its prior use. But he too really maintained it well. It was preserved the same way, never in rain, that type of thing. We had to wait with the second part of this video here today because the roads were wet, and I would not dare take this thing out. All right, let me wind it up a little bit. There we go. Good. Secondaries work smooth. Neither the tachometer or the speedometer bounce at all. Again, a very good indicator of low mileage. They're both cable driven. Really easy car to drive. Tilt telly works properly. I can say I don't believe this car needs anything. I know we did check the air conditioning. It's been retrofitted to 134. So I know the technician doing the operations checked it off as okay. Feels cold off the bat. Yeah, it's blowing cold, nice and cold. Too cold. It's too cold today to have air on. So that works. I'll attest to that. But I'm afraid I'm gonna have to run with the heat on here because it's with this wheel. Both of these wheels turn perfectly. If you're in the market for a car of this era, I really think this is a car worth taking a good hard look at. It's good colors. I love the interior color. It's like an ox blood. I think I can't remember what I said it was earlier. Dark maroon vinyl, I believe. But very, very classy looking, and not as bright as the, you know, say just a regular red interior. But yeah, transmission feels great in this thing. Everything feels just as it should be. Yeah, it's blowing nice and hot here. It's actually blowing me out. It's one of those in-between days. It's about right around 60 degrees. So there you go. I give this car my seal of approval. I think this is a car I would gladly own if I had unlimited space and budget, neither of which I have. But it's a sweetheart. This is one you can buy sight unseen too. We've gone through in our photography, shown any flaws in the paint. I mean, there's very few. It's held up really, really well, and it was a quality paint job. So if you have an interest in it, let us know. This car may be at an auction at the time you see this video. It's quite possible. And if that's the case, bid to own it, because you're not going to find too many in this condition. So thank you for watching the video. It's much appreciated. Please subscribe, and always keep an eye on the new stuff we have coming in. We just get a lot of great cars. We have a 40-year customer base, and like many, this one came to us. It was an existing customer, and he decided his time to own it was up. He didn't trade it on anything, but I'm pretty sure he'll be back, because I don't care who you are, how old you are, we all get bit by spring fever, and spring is in the air here in Pennsylvania. So again, thanks for watching, and take a good hard look at this one.